The BMW 1 Series wasn't exactly a looker, but a revised nose and new headlamps has worked wonders. Finally, this car has the style worthy of its premium badge. At the back there's some new LED tail lamps. There you go. Now I like those. Also like the white pearlescent paint, it looks really smart on this car. Has BMW been able to change the boot? No, it's exactly the same size as before, which means that it's a little bit smaller than average for this class, but it's not too bad. Yeah, the opening isn't particularly wide, but on the flip side, the load lip isn't particularly large. And it's a flat floor, you've got this netting here to tie things down, and when you fold the seats down, which is easy to do, you do get a flat low bay. Up front there's decent storage too, thanks to an array of cubby spaces. But really, inside the 1 Series hasn't changed much. However, all models now come with the intuitive iDrive controller for the infotainment system. There's also BMW's Connected Drive, which can be upgraded to include a concierge service, though sometimes you can be left waiting on the line to speak to a BMW representative.
Thank you for calling BMW UK. One of our customer service agents will attend your call as soon as possible.
But then it's worth waiting if you're trying to settle an argument with your cameraman.
Good morning, Information Plus.
What is the average weight of a male elephant, an African male elephant?
I'm going to Google now to see what it tells me as quick as I can for it. Right, it tells me here from our point of view the African elephants average round about between 9 to 13,000 pounds of 4,500 to 6,000 kilos.
So the African male elephant is heavier than this car?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you very much. That's helped immensely. Right then, hand it over. Well, you can use that concierge service to win bets to help pay for the price of the option. The new 1 Series is now available with all-wheel drive and is also blessed with BMW's latest range of engines. The turbo petrols are impressive and the diesels quieter and more efficient than before. If it's outright economy you want, then you need the 116D efficient dynamics, because its 1.5 litre diesel engine can return 83 miles per gallon. But what does Matthew Watson say? Matthew Watson says it will return on average 56 miles per gallon. For a real world economy figure, this is really quite good. And with emissions of just 89 grams per kilometre of carbon dioxide, this 116ED is also free from road tax. It's quiet and comfy too, and because it uses the same front engine rear drive layout you normally only find in sports cars, the 1 Series is fun to drive. Now some people may find the steering just a little bit quick, but I actually like that responsiveness. It makes the car more engaging. Some people might complain that the steering's a little bit on the light side, but really that is not too much of a problem, because you can press this button down here, put it into sports mode, lightens up the steering, and it also sharpens the throttle response. So far so good, but there are some problems. For instance, if you go for the manual model, the pedals just seem a little bit offset to the right, so you do feel a touch twisted maybe behind the wheel. Another problem I have is the rear visibility. It's not great. This means parking sensors are a must, but they aren't standard on all models. Now they'll cost you over £200. That brings us on to the price of the options themselves. You see, this car on the road, basic, starts from £22,500. But somehow or other, BMW has managed to fit 5.5 grand's worth of options, and really you can get a similarly specified Mazda 3 for a whole lot less money, and it's pretty much as sporty to drive. It's also more roomy in the back. Now, the 1 Series, for starters, right, this door sticks out here at the very back of the window. That makes it harder to open in tighter spaces. Then this wheel arch sticks out so that when you get in, you're kind of like banging off it. And then when you are inside, you notice that, well, headroom is okay. Knee room is a bit tight, also because this is a front engine, rear wheel drive car. You've got a prop shaft going through the middle to drive the rear wheels. You have this big hump in the floor, which means the centre seat is pretty much, well, it's pretty much redundant really. And overall, I think that if you want a premium model with a decent amount of space in the back, you're better off with an Audi A3. Thing is, if you want the premium hatchback that is the most fun to drive, then accept no substitutes. Get yourself a BMW 1 Series. And thankfully now, after that facelift, It's actually pretty good to look at, whereas the old one was a little bit, it was gormless, wasn't it? If you want to know the prices across the entire range, then click above my head to go to our website. If you want to see our review of the Audi A3 Sportback, then click down here, or here for the Mercedes A-Class. Click up there, you can see our very latest video review, and please click on our logo to subscribe to our channel, and if you're watching on mobile, just click the links below the video as they do exactly the same thing.